everybody. Welcome into Domesticated Gamblers. Three dads with our favorite picks of the day. We are with you every weekday here on YouTube. It is President's Day, February 20th, 2023. I'm Eric. There's Tito. Sean? He's not here. Where is he, Tito?
Oh, he's sick. He doesn't like it. Oh, no picks this weekend. Had a terrible Friday night. Tito's still here. I had a terrible Friday. What the hell are you doing, Fish? You ain't here? Where are you, buddy? Gotta get back on the show. We need your hot, sharp takes. We need you coming after Tito. He's back in the darkness, Eric. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, he did call me. His son has strep. I think he's getting the strep too. The strep, you don't F around with strep. I remember my mom would tell me all the time I would get strep as a child, and she said it would be just a miserable experience for myself, the child, for her and my dad as the parents. I understand. But yeah, it's the strep throat, dude. It's not COVID, but shit. You don't F around with it, do you? Have your kids had to deal with that at some point?
We've never had strep throat in the Ulrich household. We're too good for strep throat, okay? I got, what do you call me? Michael Phelps swimmers. My Michael Phelps swimmers, they resist strep throat. Sure, they get a little earache from time to time, maybe a little headache from time to time. But this strep crap, what a bunch of fraud that is. That's another made-up disease. I'm just totally kidding, folks. But that's a made-up disease. The Ulrich family doesn't believe in strep. He's lying. It's a bunch of fraud. I'm not the fraud, Fish. You're the fraud. You gotta get back on the show tomorrow, Daddy. I don't care whether you're sick or not. Let's go.
I think Sean's just trying to skip shows until football season magically re-arrives so he can
That's
get back
right.
to the
Exactly
story.
right.
Well, if you're watching us on YouTube, just watching me and Tito here today, smash the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I also post a comment on our videos. We can interact with you there. Hit the notification bell too so you get our videos as soon as we post them. I've been dropping a ton of videos lately because I need the action over the weekend, and I'm not ready to give it all out on Friday. So we're giving out action left and right here over the weekend. A show also available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you listen on Apple, just take 1 minute, give us a 5-star rating and write a quick review. If you're listening to us but want to watch us, just go to youtube.com/@domesticatedgamblers. Also on TikTok, just search Domesticated Gamblers to find us. And you also can follow us on Twitter @GamblingDads. That's where I recap everything with our plays and our records. Everything you'll see there's 100% honest and transparent. And Tito, I think it's, we're starting to cool off here. My 10-game winning streak ended over the weekend. You and Sean have cooled off. But here, this is literally how it goes. You're not going to just be red hot all the time. But if you have followed us from the beginning of this show over a month ago, every single one of us is ahead for February and ahead for overall. So suck on it, right? To anyone
that's right. Suck on it. It doesn't matter that I lost by both 2-3-star players on Friday night. Tito had a huge cushion. Yeah, maybe my 10K after the end of March isn't going to happen. But guess what? Tito can still pull it around. I got some more college basketball plays for you at the end of the show, Daddy. Tito still knows what he's talking about. I still love the fact that I'm watching more basketball nowadays, watching that fraud NBA All-Star game last night. But, watching instructional basketball yesterday, having to deal with all these little rugrats ankle biting me, asking me, I want to score a basket. I want the ball. I want the ball. Get over yourself, little kids. All these parents wanting more playing time for their kids. Tito's the guy that should be on the court dominating these fools, not anybody else. I don't know if anyone noticed. My son yesterday on TikTok, on the Domesticated Gamblers TikTok account, he showed me kind of schooling him a little bit on the court. It was an awesome video. Absolute shout out to that kid. That kid's gonna be a TikTok star one day, just like his daddy is, baby.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to check that out. Well, you mentioned the NBA All-Star game. I could not watch it. I just this is not real basketball. I think even the Milwaukee Bucks head coach, I believe, one of the head coaches said this is the most terrible game I've ever seen in my life. They got to fix this All-Star game. Another thing I couldn't watch yesterday was the XFL. So I do want to get into this as kind of that we need kind of a quicker show today. But I want to ask you about this, Tito. So we have the XFL that launched this weekend. St. Louis Battlehawks, our hometown team. This was such an anomaly 3 years ago. This enigma that just shot out of the ground with the St. Louis Battlehawks with the original XFL. It was the perfect storm. It was so much fun. Everyone was into it. And then COVID happened. So this new, because like my cat wants to join here on the show. Hi, Callie. This new version of the XFL kicked off this weekend. And the Battlehawks played yesterday. And I said, okay, I could tell I wasn't as excited as 3 years ago, but I said, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch the first game. I watched the first drive, literally the first drive. And I'm like, I can't do this. I turned it off. Lo and behold, I miss an incredible ending. The Battlehawks with a dramatic comeback in the final couple minutes, down 15-3, come back with taking advantage of the crazy rules that the XFL has, and won the game in dramatic fashion. So Tito, I guess I'll kick it off to you. Did you watch the game? And if you did not watch the game, did you follow it? And what's your whole feeling on the XFL and the Battlehawks?
Yeah, so I watched the game a little bit. I had it on. I was up in instructional league helping manage those little rugrats and the facilities itself. We had a TV up. I put it on about 20 minutes before game time. It was on ABC, which was fantastic. So I had it up. Was getting excited. It was like, okay, well maybe. Just like you, watched the first drive, and I said, this is complete trash.
Yep.
This is an absolute embarrassment of the league. This is the Rock. This is the Black Adam of football. It's going to be done after 1 year. This is trash. They did a terrible job promoting this. They've done a terrible job at marketing to the local fan bases. It's an absolute embarrassment. There's no local feel to it. There's absolutely nothing to it. They got games on Sundays, on Saturdays, on Thursdays. You don't have the XFL in St. Louis was this beacon of hope for St. Louis and football. I mean, we were getting ready to sell out the Dome for like 55, 60,000 people the week before that COVID happened. Screw you, COVID. NFL created COVID because they were afraid of the XFL, and they didn't want St. Louis to be successful. It was the NFL's fault. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, this thing has been off the rails. There's no, like I said, no local feel to it. I watch intermittently because I'm managing these little rugrats. But then I look and I'm like, oh, it's 15-3, like 2.5 minutes left. Well, this game's over with. Ship the under on this. The over-under on this game was 38.5. What the hell is that? Are you serious? Man, Vegas got that one right. And the Battlehawks were favored by 3. Man, what a complete disaster. You got A.J. McCarron, who hasn't been relevant for 15 years since Brett Messburger made that comment about his girlfriend. Inappropriate comment, by the way. But, man, God, what have we got this guy doing? He can't run the ball. He's missing passes left and right from the things I did see. And then all of a sudden I go back to the screen, they're up. They end up winning. I go, what the hell happened? It must have been a dramatic ending. Like, oh, I guess they scored too quick. They scored a touchdown, had an onside kick, and then scored again. But that's not the rules? Am I hearing that correctly, Eric?
Right. So the way it happened was it was a 15-3 game, and the Battlehawks scored a touchdown to make it 15-9. Then they offer a 3-point conversion opportunity in the XFL. So they can give you a down from the 10-yard line. And if you convert, it is worth 3 points. So down 15-9, you go for that because you try and make it 15-12. You get within a field goal. They convert it on a throw to Ricky Proehl's son, who he just like moves like Ricky Proehl. It looks like Ricky Proehl. Like it brought me back to the 99 Rams. So they convert that to make it 15-12. Then instead of doing an onside kick, they can do a 4th and 15 from their own 25-yard line. So basically they line you up at your 25 and you have to get 15 yards. If you get it, you keep the ball. If you don't get it, the other team takes over. I actually like that rule. I think that the 3-point conversion thing's pretty dumb, but hey, you take advantage of the rules as they're set up. The Battlehawks convert that 4th and 15 to convert the onside kick. They drive it down. They score again to Ricky Proehl's son. And so I did catch all these highlights. It is just kind of a Mickey Mouse operation. But here's the thing, Tito. I think you're right. The football itself was terrible. The part I said, the Battlehawks had like 150 yards of offense until like the final couple drives of the game. This was like Jeff Fisher football. Just horrible, awful to watch. I agree. My biggest problem with it is that the marketing there's been essentially none other than they're trying to do stuff on social media. The last time there was a connect, the team would practice in St. Louis. Now they practice in Texas. It's so dumb. There's no local connection. I'm just not excited about it. Give me MLS all day. We're just 6 days or 5 days away from that now, Tito. I'm sure you're jacked up for that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, now there's an operation that's doing it the right way, doing a lot of marketing, doing a lot of different aspects to it. Absolutely dominant. I mean, this XFL rules, what a bunch of woof. Mickey Mouse operation. I couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, this is a complete embarrassment. I see a bunch of commercials on ESPN and on Fox and on these different places that it's being held, but I don't see anything locally. There's no excitement. I don't care what people are saying. I guess the people are nobody was playing better than what's San Antonio even called, the Brahmas, the Brahmas? I mean, what kind of name is that? The Sea Dragons for Seattle? I mean, come on, this is ridiculous. I mean, Battlehawks was good, but this is just an asinine operation. The Rock will refuse to let this go, unfortunately, and so he'll probably sink millions and millions of dollars into it and allow it to keep happening for years. But yeah, not a viable option for St. Louis. MLS all the way, Daddy. This Saturday, can't wait. Playing Austin. We're going to dominate, baby. It's going to be great.
I can't wait for that. One more point on the XFL before we move on to the question of the day. The Battlehawks, St. Louis is probably – San Antonio had a good crowd yesterday. St. Louis is still probably going to have great crowds. The Battlehawks' first 3 games are on the road. But is this, maybe there's like conflicts with the dome or something, but like, what the hell are they doing? You have all this momentum in this market that if people had actually support it and they have the first 3 games on the road, I just think that that's really, really silly. On the MLS front, real quick, the St. Louis City SC, they are plus 10,000 to win the MLS Cup. They're the lowest team. Like, they have the worst odds of any team in the MLS. I've been looking for it this morning. I can't find it anywhere. I want to find a bet on their point total for the season where you can bet the over or the under. So I'm going to keep looking for that this week. I can't find it anywhere. I would ship the over 3-star play if I can find it. I don't think they're going to win the MLS Cup. Don't get me wrong. But like, everything I read about this team is just like, and just think about all this preparation they had with the extra year with COVID.
Right.
I think they're going to come out of the gate strong. Apparently they've looked good in exhibitions where they're only allowing about 1 expected goal per game, and they're playing legit competition. I think they're going to be Austin's a tough nut for the first game. That was a Western Conference final team last season. But I'm excited about this, man. If anyone can find it, drop us a comment on these videos.
Yes.
Over under season point totals for MLS teams, because I'm telling you, man, the St. Louis City SC team, I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs, but there's no way they're going to be the worst team in the league. I just think they're too smart for that.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the management that they put in place, Bradley Carnell is a really, really good X's and O coaches. He's got a lot of experience in the MLS and even outside of the MLS. So really, really excited about what they have prepared. I'm hearing really good things about the goalie and the defense, and so I'm hoping that they can find that magic touch. And man, I'm really excited. It's going to be a good time to watch the game on Saturday night and then be able to go to the home opener in a couple weeks, Daddy. I can't wait. Tito's going to be there. I'll shoot some videos. I'll give him some hot toilet takes from City Park, Daddy. It's going to be awesome, baby. Gotta love it.
I can't wait for it, man. I'm so jacked up for it. Well, I'm going to forego the question of the day today because I have some domesticated dad duties I got to get to. We got a daddy-daughter day. I'm off work today. Andy's off school. We're meeting some friends later this morning at the playground. And then we're going to go get something to eat and go to the zoo. So it's a good old daddy-daughter day. So I'm looking forward to that. So we'll just get right to the picks. Sean would have had the honors if he was on the show. Was not, like I mentioned, not a good weekend for the show overall. But again, we're still up for the month, up overall. Sean just had 2 picks this weekend. He juiced out. And overall for the year, he's 57-52, but plus $1,610 for February. He's 25-31, but again, crushing the 3-star plays. He's still up $250 for the month of February. I'm up next. I'm minus $91 since Friday. Had a lot of action this weekend. That was a lot of fun to track. I only lost $91. Again, that's kind of what I want from gambling. If I just kind of lose just a little bit of money and got a lot of entertainment out of it, I'm okay with that. I do have one play this afternoon that I really, really like. It's a 2-star play on this over 7 between the Ducks and the Panthers. It's a 12 p.m. Central start in the NHL. It was plus 105 last night when I gave out the bonus video last night. It's now moved into minus money territory. So Obviously, that the sharps are liking the over, and it's moving the odds accordingly. But just these teams, their recent form, it's just over, 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 nonstop, nonstop. There's a good chance this pushes, I think, but God, that getting plus money odds, the overwhelming data is the over 7 in this Ducks Panthers game at 12 p.m. Central this afternoon. That's all I got for today. We got some good college basketball action today, but just not a lot of games. And I'm like, it's one thing I've realized, I think, lately, Tito. I feel like I'm seeing the board well, where I see edges on a lot of these NHL games, these soccer games, and that's what I'm making some money on. College basketball, I feel like at this point, it's kind of more of a coin flip. Now, this is going to change next week when conference tournaments start, and my system can go into effect. I will be firing bets left and right on conference tournaments, but for right now, taking a little bit easy. I want to protect this bankroll because I am 40-32 for the month, plus 494. Overall, I'm looking really healthy, 62-47 and plus $878. So almost up 9 units. I don't want to fall in the negative again. I really think I can keep this rolling where I can build a nice little bankroll for myself and not fall back in the negative. So, Tito, I'm going to give you the floor on college basketball because I'm sure you got some plays ready. For the month, you're 16-17 and plus $690. Overall, you've dropped, but you're still over $3,000, man. 32-26 plus $3,080. So, Tito, the floor is yours, brother.
Oh, baby, but we're not putting our foot off the gas pedal anytime soon, Daddy. We've got a couple another 2-star plays for. We're going to go to the mid or the MEAC conference. I'm not even sure what the MEAC stands for, but I absolutely love the MEAC. It's an awesome league. Tito loves it. Tito's special. North Carolina Central, the Eagles, and they're taking on Maryland Eastern Shore. What the hell is that even called? I don't even know. That's the Hawks. What a great nicknames. Absolutely love those names for the college basketball going into March Madness. Maryland Eastern Shore is great against the spread, Daddy. 14-6-1. They're number 3 in the league. I absolutely love the fact that they're getting 2 points tonight. Yeah, maybe it's on the road at North Carolina Central, but we're going to take the 2 points. We're also going to ship the over of 135.5. And those are both 3-star plays, Daddy. We're going to go with Maryland Eastern Shore getting 2 points and the over 135.5. And that's what Tito is going to be tracking later on tonight, Daddy. A lot of other action out there, but not a lot of top 25 action, apparently. There's only one game, the top 25. I think that's Kansas. Yep. We're going to stay away from Kansas because they are a complete fraud of a university. There you go, Tagga. But, yeah, those are my 2 plays for today, and I absolutely love it. Tito's not going to take his foot off the gas pedal anytime soon. We're still going after the 10K by the end of March, baby. So let's get it going.
Let's get it going. A real hostile environment, North Carolina Central. I mean, those fans pack that gym that's probably got about a 500-seat maximum on it. Funny story real quick. So I can't remember the name of the game, but back in high school, it was, one of the PlayStation EA Sports games, and it was the college basketball game. My team was Maryland Eastern Shore. And I would do a dynasty with them where I would take them all the way to the national championship.
Can't be serious, right? Are you serious right now?
I'm dead serious. I was like, what's the most random school I can choose to build up from the ground and create it into this Gonzaga dynasty? And I chose Maryland Eastern Shore. I got laid a lot in high school, as you can tell.
Yes. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then that Kansas game tonight, Bill Self's getting points. I thought about it, but my brother, the tagger, the KU grad, says TCU is the worst matchup for Kansas in the Big 12, which is the way their roster shakes out. So I'm staying away from that altogether. But man, some MEAC action and some NHL action here on the show. Looking forward to that. All right, that was a rapid fire show today. That's going to wrap it up. So guys, again, we appreciate your support. We want to grow this thing. So please tell your friends and family about it. Share our videos on social media. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Chat with us in our videos and hit the notification bell too so you can get our videos as soon as we drop them. Find the show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Give us a 5-star rating and write a quick review on Apple as well. And again, if you are listening to the show but want to watch us, just go to youtube.com/@domesticatedgamblers. Also follow us on Twitter @gamblingdads. For Sean, who's out on assignment, for Tito, I'm Eric. This has been Domesticated Gamblers. Thanks for being with us, guys. We will see you tomorrow.
Let's cash.